What is going on, everybody? 392 Reviews here, man. Welcome back to another video, man. Welcome back to another beautiful, beautiful day. Wait a minute now. Come on now. Don't be pulling out in front of me now. Welcome back to another beautiful Sunday, man. Jeez, man. Another beautiful day, man. I can't complain, man. Sun's out, windows down, you know. Cruising, man. Just doing some cruising. Y'all see the title, man. Y'all know what we're about to talk about today. We are going to have a little trip down memory lane and talk about why me personally, myself, decided to go with a Daytona 392/Scat Pack over a Hellcat. Let's hop into it. I was just saying, man, y'all know me, man. Anytime we get another friend, man, you know, I just lose all sort of distractions, and gotta salute to my Mopar brothers and sisters, man. So shout out to this blue Scat Pack, man, in front of me, man. Indigo blue, got the dual stripes, man. Man, he got that thing looking good. Probably just out here cruising on a Sunday. Had another Charger, I think, behind me, anything like that. Might be able to see him back there, but we gonna cruise to a spot real quick, get a quick little, you know, try to not, you know, but try to stay with the topic of the video and not get distracted by other, you know, Mopar brothers and sisters. So yeah, gonna go a little post up at a little spot, talk about, you know, whoa, I know y'all heard that. Should let that person go, but at the end of the day, man, we just having fun out here. Beautiful day, beautiful Sunday, cruising, chirping the tires a little bit. Y'all know how it is, man. Shout out to the homie in the Scat, man. If you're watching this, man, come holler at your boy, man. Let's link, let's cruise, do it y'all in a little bit. Already, y'all. I think we're ready, man. Just wanted to come to a quick spot, man. Figure I could park that way. I don't really like driving and talking, especially when I want to keep my mind focused on the right topic. So, you know, appreciate y'all. Thank you for bearing with me. You know, my mind just fucking, excuse me, just effing wanders. Y'all know how it is. But yeah, y'all see the title, you know, down below. We're gonna be talking about why I decided to go with a Scat Pack 392 Daytona instead of a Hellcat. So the biggest thing, man, is obviously going to be cost. If anybody in their right mind is not mentioning cost, there's really no point in furthering the conversation with that person. You're not going to get any insight from them or anything like that. Even people who have the money, just because you can afford it doesn't mean you want to be able to afford it. Nobody wants to be car poor. And I would advise no one should be car poor in order to get the vehicle that they want. I think these vehicles, you know, it's a time and place for everything. If the time doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. I would have loved to be able to pick up a Hellcat, y'all, but sheesh, my pockets was not that deep at the time, y'all. And I wanted to be able to stay within my means. And I think that's the most important thing. Anybody who's out there, you know, trying to start a YouTube channel, trying to start a car build, trying to get their first car, anything. I don't even care if, you know, it's a mountain bike, snowboard, skateboard, whatever it is y'all doing, man, your hobbies and everything that you're passionate about, always stay within your means. There's no point in trying to go above your means and then being, you know, tied down in what, you know, allocated funds that you have, and you literally every paycheck you got, you know, getting allocated to the vehicle. It shouldn't be like that, y'all. And I think a lot of people, you know, get themselves into these situations. So I kind of want to just come on here because I'm a big advocate to not put yourself in that kind of position. Yeah, I could have a Hellcat. I'd probably be sleeping in it every single night. And if I wanted to sleep in my car, I probably would have picked up a 250 Transit or something like that, man. These cars are big boats, but I mean, you can't sleep in them comfortably. I mean, maybe you can. I don't want to figure it out. But yeah, yo, that's the number one thing is price. Excuse me. I think the second thing has to do with the power. Now, everyone's going to sit there and talk about, well, what do you mean? Everybody wants more power, you know? Even if you got the RT, you want more power. You want to get the Scat. Even if you got the Scat, you want more power. You want to get the Hellcat. Even if you got the Hellcat, you want more power. You want the Red Eye. You got the Red Eye, you want more power. You get the Jailbreak. You see what I'm saying, y'all? You don't want the Jailbreak, you get the Demon. There will always be something faster. So my thing, and I think the reason I wanted to make this conversation is, a lot of times I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze, and that's a term I've kind of picked up within the car industry. Having a Hellcat, you know, the everyday fun factor, being able to floor it, as y'all seeing messing around kind of with the Scat Pack Buddy. Could I do that in a Hellcat? Sure, but I would obviously increase my risk of spitting out, injuring myself, creating bodily harm to somebody else. So it's not worth it to me, y'all. These Hellcats are very, very humbling vehicles. If you don't know the power, if you don't know how they operate, they are going to cut loose and then are going to get you into trouble. So that's another option, or that's another a reason I don't think the Hellcat is necessary right now. As y'all know, you know, I do have a jailbreak on order. I've been thinking a lot, you know, every time I get out of this vehicle, every time I drive this vehicle. Matter of fact, y'all, come on, let's step out. Let's step out the vehicle. That way we can look at, you know, look at her and all of her beauty. Peace. I think every time I think about, you know, do I really want to make that step up? Do I really want to, you know, hurt my pockets a little bit more? Every time I think about it, y'all, I become less and less interested and more satisfied with this platform, y'all. At the end of the day, I mean, this platform is fantastic. I'm a big advocate for the 392 platform. It's a big vehicle, but I think this motor carries it perfectly. Absolutely, absolutely perfectly. If y'all have never been able to test drive a vehicle like this, the Charger or the Challenger really doesn't matter. Shout out to Emails, man. Love you, brother. If y'all have not been able to get an opportunity to drive one of these vehicles, I would please do so. I think there's a lot of people that kind of speculate on these vehicles, you know, in regards to the power to weight ratio, in regards to, you know, big boats not getting traction. These things have really no issues getting traction if you have good tires and if you know how to drive the vehicle and all that good stuff. Obviously, this vehicle can, you know, cut traction at any given point, but as y'all see, I got new tires in the back, got new tires up in the front. So if I'm going to drive this vehicle as I would like to, I'm going to make sure that vehicle is prepared to do so. No sense in getting a vehicle where you got, you know, slicks on the back, taking it out in the rain and all that nonsense. You're going to be end up creating damage to you, yourself, and potentially other people, man. It's just not worth it. As a car person, I think we have a big responsibility to, you know, keep us safe and other people safe when we're doing our, you know, our car shenanigans. So the Hellcat cost, y'all, and just the overall everyday drivability, I don't think just makes sense for right now, especially when I have this beautiful Smoke Show Daytona. I mean, everything about this car I'm just in love with. From the color, I mean, people say the matte doesn't really shine, but I mean we can essentially see my reflection. You know, shout out to the homie Chris C. Love you, brother, man. Did a fabulous job cleaning this vehicle up for me. You know, still got the back looking a little dusty, but that's what a rear wheel drive car will do, y'all. You know, got the tips looking cleaned up, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm just so obsessed with this platform. I think about it every single day. Why am I gonna try to hurt my pockets and stop myself from doing future adventures, future investing, relationships, stuff like that, to double my monthly payment, to double my insurance? I just don't think that makes sense, y'all. So again, you know, obviously this is not a video saying that I'm not going to be taking delivery of the Hellcat. We already really know that's probably not something I'm going to want to do, just because I have this vehicle. If I didn't have this vehicle, maybe that would be a little bit different. You know, if I was still riding around in the Infinity, or shoot, even riding around in the Mazda, man. Shout out to the 07 Mazda 6. And I was just saving and I was just stacking. Maybe then it would make sense, but I think because I've had 2+ years with this vehicle, I've come to really love it. And with the death of the Hemi, y'all understand, there's really no sense in doing anything irrational with these vehicles. If you have it, take a grip, hold on to it, don't let them go. Don't let them go. So 1, that's the price. 2 is the overall everyday drivability. It doesn't really make sense to go anything more than 485 horsepower, especially to the rear wheels. Yeah, maybe in a couple years, if I really wanted to do, like, you know, the long tubes or like the Cook's headers or something like that, I could spend 3, 4, 5 grand and get maybe like 30 more wheel horsepower or something like that. I know there's a couple scat packs out there. Shout out to Racer X. He actually did this was actually a while ago. He actually got it with one of his buddies, I guess, who got a cam scat pack, and they did like a little side-by-side and everything like that. See a little Challenger down there, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's not like this is a forced induction car where you can just put a simple off-the-shelf tune, or just do maybe, you know, a better intake, a downpipe. These American muscle vehicles don't work like that. So it's going to kind of create, it's going to at least take a little bit more in order to get the power increase that you're necessarily looking for. So I got this car and I wanted to just leave it stock, minus the mid-muffler delete, because absolutely we all know how obsessed we are with the mid-muffler delete. Everybody loves them. That's the best mod you can ever do with one of these cars. Doesn't make sense to get a full exhaust. You get the mid-muffler delete, you pair it with some carbon 5-inch tips. Give you all a little bit of a, you know, demonstration. Is there anything, do you really need more than that? In my opinion, y'all, you don't need more than that. Neighbors hate me enough. When I'm riding with other people, I'm sure they probably don't even like me. They probably hate my ass too. These are loud vehicles, loud, obnoxious vehicles, y'all. But that's why people love them. That's why we absolutely love them. So, yeah, man, that's gonna conclude this video. You know, I could go on and on about, you know, why I decided to get the Hellcat. Number 1 is price, and then number 2, after driving this vehicle for 2 years, seeing what people talk about, actually having Hellcat owners give their actual, you know, their 2 cents about why they would rather actually have the Scat Pack, just because it's better for all-around driving. Yeah, y'all, let me know what you think, man. If obviously money wasn't a factor and you had your choice, what would you take? Would y'all go with the Daytona? Would y'all go with the Scat Pack? Or would y'all get a Hellcat? Y'all let me know, man. That's gonna conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching, man. 392 Reviews checking in. Checking out.